Good morning, America. Breaking overnight, Russia's massive attack across Ukraine using more than 600 drones and missiles, according to the Ukrainian Air Force. The locations targeted 1 month after Vladimir Putin's meeting with President Trump.
Deadly flooding. Massive waves of mud and debris unleashed by sudden heavy rains, devastating communities. A 2-year-old boy's body recovered after he was swept away by powerful floodwaters. Roads and homes buried, the destruction left behind.
COVID changes. The CDC advisory panel dropping its recommendations for the vaccine. So will insurance cover it? What you need to know for the upcoming cold season.
Shooting investigation. A gunman opened fire at an ABC affiliate station. Bullet holes piercing the windows.
An armed vehicle fired 3 times into a building at Broadway and 5th Street.
The late word of an arrest overnight.
Top prosecutor resigns. President Trump's hand-picked U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia steps down following a pressure campaign from President Trump. What the New York Attorney General has to do with it.
Holiday travel trends. It's the season to plan your holiday travel, when and where to book to find the best deals for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I could show you incredible things, magic, madness.
And Taylor's Theater Night. The superstar singer planning big things for the official release party of A Showgirl and the debut of her new album. Plus, the WNBA playoffs heat up. Who's heading to the semifinals?
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Saturday. Good morning, America.
Oh, it is a Saturday. Look at that sunrise. That is gorgeous. I didn't know that we were going to do this, but that is surprising and that is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Good morning. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Lots to get to this weekend, including the long-awaited moment here for the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, the reopening of the towers after that devastating fire 6 years ago. We have the new images this morning here.
Yeah, also breaking this morning, a cyber attack hitting some of Europe's top airports. How is affecting air travel this morning?
Plus, a CDC panel makes a change in recommendations for the COVID shot, what it means for access to the vaccine and insurance coverage.
All right, but we do begin here with the breaking news. Overnight, Russia carrying out a massive attack across Ukraine with a barrage of drones and missiles. And ABC's Marcus Moore joins us now with the latest. Marcus, good morning.
Gio, good morning. This attack went on for some 7 hours overnight, and details are still coming in. But Ukrainian officials say at least 3 people have been killed and some 50 injured as Russia carried out new strikes on the country, including this massive wave of drones and missiles they launched overnight. Most were targeting the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. And we're just getting new images of the aftermath. Buildings destroyed, shattered glass, and an urgent rescue effort. Ukrainian officials saying air defense systems and an Air Force F-16 fighter jet intercepted a majority of the projectiles, but some made it through or debris fell on various locations. Ukraine launching its own attacks inside Russia, targeting oil refineries. Russia saying it intercepted nearly 150 Ukrainian drones. Now, the fighting between these two countries is ongoing, as talks on any ceasefire seem stalled. And you'll recall during his state visit this week here in the UK, President Trump said that Putin has, quote, really let him down. Ukraine's President Zelensky writing on X this morning, vowing to keep fighting for Ukraine and all of Europe. But he called for continued military support and for more pressure to be put on Russia through stronger sanctions to end this war.
All right, Marcus Moore, thank you for that new information. Now to the tragedy in Southern California. Rescuers overnight recovering the body of a toddler who had been swept away by floodwaters. ABC's Melissa Don has more on the devastation, and this was caused by those flash floods and mudslides. Melissa, good morning.
Yes, Wick, good morning. So these torrential floodwaters sweeping away a 2-year-old boy and his father. Now, the boy's family says he was in the car with his father when the rising waters overtook them in the desert community of Barstow, northeast of Los Angeles.
This morning, a grim ending to the search for the toddler in this white sedan who was swept away by powerful floodwaters Thursday night. Officials in Barstow say they found the body of 2-year-old Xavier Padilla Aguilera. Authorities rescuing the boy's father, who had also been in the car. And after a more than 20-hour-long search, the young boy's body was found. Up to 2 inches an hour of rain falling in and around Oak Glen, a neighborhood along the San Bernardino Mountains, about 80 miles east of Los Angeles. The heavy rain causing mudslides. Our Los Angeles station, KABC, capturing the devastation from above.
A wall of mud came flowing down, and you could see as many as 8 homes were damaged. Some may have been destroyed. They may not be repairable.
In the community of Forest Falls, entire neighborhoods buried in mud.
First responders are working to clear the roadways filled with rocks and debris, but they also have this major problem: downed power lines that are not just only blocking roadways, but leaving residents with no electricity.
It was pretty scary because I know we've had some bad floods and people have died.
Homeowner Eileen Hay telling me how she and her husband watched as the rising waters encroached their home.
We couldn't open the door because as soon as you open the door, all the water is going to come in because the water was about that high.
The rain, fueled by the remnants of Tropical Storm Mario, also flooding the southwest. Floodwaters tearing through the town of Rio Doso, New Mexico. About half an inch of rain falling on burn scar areas.
Now, as for those families living in the San Bernardino Mountains, they now face a massive cleanup effort as some roads are still impassable and neighborhoods are without power. Janae?
All right, Melissa, thank you for your reporting. The CDC's new vaccine advisors have voted to drop the recommendation on COVID-19 shots, saying that it should be a personal choice. ABC's Christian Cordero is in Washington with this vote and new decisions about vaccines for children. Good morning, Christian.
Hey, Janae, good morning. So the new CDC advisory panel spent the past 2 days discussing several vaccines and weighing decisions that affect millions of Americans.
This morning, new questions and confusion about how a change in recommendations for the coronavirus vaccine could affect its availability. The CDC advisory panel, handpicked by the nation's top health official, longtime vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr., decided to drop its recommendation Friday, instead saying getting the COVID-19 shot is a personal choice.
We have a vote, 12 yes.
President of the American College of Physicians, Dr. Jason Goldman, was in the room and says he isn't happy with the decision.
There's a big difference between saying we recommend versus get it if you want. So these vaccines are safe and effective, and they should be recommended strongly, especially for those most vulnerable patients.
The move comes after a separate decision by the FDA in late August to only approve the COVID vaccine for people considered high risk or those 65 and older.
When healthy people then also kind of have that barrier or are not able to get it or choose not to get it, then the amount of circulating disease just increases.
An HHS spokesperson tells ABC News the COVID-19 vaccines will be covered by public insurance. Major private insurance providers have said they'll cover the cost of the shots at least through 2026. On Thursday, the panel changed its guidance for the MMRV vaccine for young children to protect from measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. It cited rare safety risks in recommending the combination vaccine be split in two, with chickenpox administered separately. Dr. Landrum, who has a 4-month-old baby of her own, worries the confusion will lead to more hesitation and a return of diseases that went away for decades.
What are your concerns as a mother?
You worry if your own child is going to get it. You worry if it becomes so significant, do you have to, really be careful about and limit what you let your children do?
Now, the panel also postponed a vote on the hepatitis B vaccine administered in the hours after a baby is born, saying more discussion is necessary before any potential recommendations. Whatever this panel advises would need final approval from the acting CDC director or from Secretary Kennedy himself. Gio.
All right, a lot to watch there, Christian. Thank you so much. Now to the gunman who opened fire on a television station in Sacramento, an ABC affiliate. We have new developments this morning. A suspect has been arrested, and ABC's Alex Stone is in California following this story. Alex, good morning.
Gio, good morning. All of this unfolding just a short time ago. The arrest made this morning, bullets ripping through the lobby glass at ABC 10 in Sacramento. Luckily, nobody inside was hit. Now police are looking for answers.
Breaking overnight, a suspect taken into custody. Officials saying they arrested 64-year-old Annabelle Hernandez Santana at his home in Sacramento for allegedly shooting multiple bullets into KXTV's lobby. Now police are trying to understand why the shots were fired.
An armed vehicle fired 3 times into a building at Broadway and 5th Street.
It was around 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday when the chaos erupted. Shots fired into the ABC affiliate's building along a busy street just outside of downtown Sacramento.
I don't know motive, right? I don't know if this was targeted or if this was a random act.
You can see the bullet holes in these images, piercing through the front glass. Authorities say the alleged suspect was in a vehicle, seen firing and then speeding off before police arrived.
It's a white 2020s Nissan Kicks, tinted rear window, 5-spoke silver rims, unknown plate. Armed subject is male, white or Hispanic adult, heavy build, blue t-shirt, last seen northbound I-5.
Tegna, the station's owner, saying in a statement they are, quote, fully cooperating with law enforcement and have taken additional measures to ensure the continued safety of our employees. This morning, police have a message for the shooter.
This is unacceptable behavior. It's not going to be tolerated in Sacramento.
And guys, we've just learned this morning he's being held on assault with a deadly weapon, shooting at an occupied building, and discharge of a weapon. But police are telling us they don't yet know a motive for the shooting. Whit.
All right, an alarming case. Alex, thank you. We appreciate it. This morning, a federal prosecutor is on the way out. A source telling ABC News the U.S. attorney in Virginia is resigning after pressure from President Trump. ABC's Catherine Falders is in Washington with the details. Catherine, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. This marks the most significant escalation yet in President Trump's efforts to assert control over his Justice Department and the prosecutors charged with investigating his perceived political enemies. This morning, a top federal prosecutor resigning following an extraordinary pressure campaign from President Trump. The president furious he was unable to find enough evidence to bring criminal charges against one of his political opponents. Eric Siebert, Trump's hand-picked U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, spent 5 months investigating New York Attorney General Letitia James over accusations she committed mortgage fraud.
I am not following it very closely. It looks to me like she's very guilty of something.
But after speaking to more than a dozen witnesses and pouring through loan documents, investigators came up empty, unable to find evidence that James knowingly falsified records to obtain better loan terms. Trump claims he ousted Siebert because he was supported by Virginia's 2 Democratic senators. But sources tell ABC News Trump has told top administration officials he wants to install someone who will prosecute James. ABC's Jonathan Carl pressing the president.
So you want him fired? You want him out? Yeah, I want him out, yeah.
James has denied any wrongdoing, and in a statement to ABC News, her lawyers saying Siebert's ouster is a, quote, brazen attack on the rule of law. Now, I'm told this decision has left one of the top federal prosecutors' offices in the country, tasked with investigating some of the most high-profile terrorism and espionage cases, in a state of crisis and confusion. At this point, there is no clear person in charge of the office and no clear path forward. I'm also told the president still has no plans as to who will take over. Janae?
In a state of crisis and confusion. Catherine, thank you for that. This morning, signs that the U.S.'s relationship with China is warming. President Trump now saying he plans to meet President Xi this fall and will visit China next year. All of this after a call between the two leaders. ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is here now with more. Good morning to you, Selena.
Hey, Janae, good morning. And President Trump said he made progress during that phone call with Chinese leader Xi Jinping on some big issues, including on trade and the future of TikTok. But the president was light on details. He says that a deal with TikTok to sell it to American buyers is well on its way and that investors are getting ready, but we don't know who's buying or what the terms are. A major sticking point here is TikTok's algorithm. That's a secret sauce that makes the app so addictive. Beijing would have to approve to give that up. And experts tell me that China is using TikTok as a bargaining chip in the broader U.S.-China relationship. What's also unclear here is if the deal addresses the national security concerns that led Congress to pass the TikTok seller ban legislation in the first place. Lawmakers argue that China can access Americans' data through TikTok or use its algorithm to spread disinformation. There's also a lot at stake here when it comes to trade. Remember, the two countries had hit pause on their very steep tariffs earlier this year, and that truce is set to expire in November. But there are signs here that this relationship is warming up. President Trump says he'll be meeting with Xi Jinping at a summit in South Korea next month. That would be their first face-to-face meeting in about 6 years. President Trump also says that he'll be going to China early next year.
Selena, really interesting you mentioned that algorithm. That's the secret sauce that makes it so addictive on TikTok. But for now, the 170 or so million TikTok users here in the U.S., they can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief that the app won't be banned.
yes, for now they can breathe a sigh of relief. That's because President Trump signed yet another extension to keep TikTok alive here in the U.S. as the two countries continue to hash out a deal. The goal of that deal, of course, is to keep the app here for good, Janae.
All right, Selena, thank you for that. Gio.
Okay, Janae, President Trump now imposing a $100,000 fee for H-1B visas. The Trump administration saying the fee will crack down on a system that companies use to avoid hiring American citizens. The move could potentially deal a blow to the U.S. tech industry, which relies heavily on skilled workers from India and China. Companies sponsoring visa applications typically cover the H-1B fees.
Gio, this morning, Estonia is invoking NATO's Article 4 after Russian fighter jets violated its airspace. Estonia's foreign minister calling the intrusion brazen, saying they flew inside Estonia for 12 minutes. NATO planes quickly intercepted the Russians and escorted them out of Estonian airspace. It's just the latest violation by Russia. Last week, Russia flew 21 drones into Poland's airspace. Janae?
All right. This morning, we are learning more about the person found unresponsive on an Orlando roller coaster this week. ABC's Ike Ajachi is here now with the details and the latest on this investigation. Really sad story, Ike.
Yeah, good morning, Age. This is every amusement park goer's worst nightmare. Essentially, what we're seeing now is a man goes to Universal Orlando for a thrill ride, but never makes it off alive. And this morning, investigators are piecing together what went wrong on one of the park's star roller coasters after horrifying new details and 911 calls reveal how quickly things turn tragic. This morning, new details into the death of a man who was found unresponsive on a roller coaster at Universal Orlando Resort.
Open up, a man down, same location.
The medical examiner saying 32-year-old Kevin Rodriguez Zavala died of multiple blunt impact injuries Wednesday while riding the Stardust Racers roller coaster at Epic Universe theme park.
I was scared. Like, everyone was scared.
Tommy Italiano was online for the ride when he heard screaming.
There was a big piece of metal from the seat that was detached, hanging off of the coaster.
New dispatch audio released of fire rescue responding to a patient with a laceration who was unresponsive.
Orange County Fire Rescue is on scene, CPR in progress. I'm being advised it's not looking good.
The victim quickly taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. According to the incident report, Zavala's girlfriend telling the sheriff's office he had a pre-existing spinal injury and was taking medication. The Stardust Racers can hit speeds up to 62 miles per hour, and since its opening in May, has had 2 incidents reported to the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. A 63-year-old with pre-existing conditions who became dizzy while on the ride, and a 47-year-old also with pre-existing conditions who experienced numbness after the ride. The theme park said as a precaution they're closing the coaster while the investigation continues. Universal writing in a statement, "We are devastated by this event and extend our sincerest sympathies to the guests' loved ones." And now with that ride shut down and questions swirling about safety, investigators are combing through every bolt, beam, and report to figure out what happened and whether it can happen again, guys.
Oh, yeah, really, really sad. Yeah. All right, Ike, thank you so much for that. All right, the singer known as David is canceling his remaining U.S. tour dates and several European performances as police investigate the death of a teen girl. Now, sources tell ABC News that David's record company is also pausing all promotion of his new album. Police this week searched a home in the Hollywood Hills where the musician was living after they say the body of Celeste Rivas was found in a car registered in his name. The 15-year-old was reported missing last year.
Now to the WNBA playoffs. The defending champs, the New York Liberty, they ended their chances for a repeat overnight, losing their best-of-3 series 79-73 to the Phoenix Mercury. This is the first time the Mercury have advanced out of the first round since 2021, and they did so behind a triple-double of 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists from MVP candidate Alyssa Thomas. The Mercury now take on the Minnesota Lynx in the first round of the semifinals tomorrow. And ESPN's Malika Andrews, one of our favorites, she'll be here to break it all down in our next hour. Man, tough for those New York Liberty.
Yeah, some sad faces around here, but good for the Mercury.
Absolutely.
Yeah, played a great series.
Absolutely. All right, we've got a lot more coming up here on Good Morning America. Breaking overnight, major European airports hit by a tech outage, forcing manual check-ins and causing widespread delays. We'll have that.
Plus, college football game days. Desmond Howard joins us with a preview of the big showdown between Florida and Miami.
And from YouTube sensation to late-night host and best-selling author, Lily Singh has done it all. She's joining us live in our second hour to talk about writing, directing, and starring in her first feature film. Stick around. You're watching GMA.
Taylor Swift roaring back into theaters in a big way. Swift bringing the original release party of A Showgirl to AMC theaters on October 3rd. That's the same day that Swift drops her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Fans will get to see the new music video for her single, The Fate of Ophelia, and behind-the-scenes footage of how it all came together. Has something like this ever happened before? Like a movie release at the same time? That's pretty cool.
She's got the marketing thing all down.
She absolutely
she's figured
does.
it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the fans will flock to see
Yes,
that.
they will.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the other big stories that we're following this Saturday morning. Travel trouble at 3 airports in Europe after a cyber attack disrupts operations. London's Heathrow, Brussels, and Berlin airports saying systems for checking in and boarding aren't working. That means workers and passengers are conducting manual procedures, which of course is adding extra time to the check-in process. The airports are reporting dozens of delays.
And tensions flare in Chicago as protesters clash with ICE agents outside a detention facility. Agents launched tear gas into a crowd of demonstrators on Friday. Homeland Security saying protesters attacked agents, slashed tires, and blocked entrances. 3 people were arrested. The ICE enforcement in Chicago is part of President Trump's immigration crackdown.
And a big night for wrestling fans. WWE WrestlePalooza is tonight in Indianapolis. Say that 10 times fast. Some of the sport's biggest stars, including John Cena, will be making his first and only appearance at the event. He's retiring from the sport at the end of this year. You can catch all of the action at 7 on the ESPN app. WrestlePalooza.
That's
yes.
a big old word.
That's right. All right, we start this half hour with the busy weekend in college football. Joining us to talk more about it is ESPN football analyst, our buddy Desmond Howard. Desmond, welcome back and good morning to you. You got a fired up crowd behind you there. We're in week 4 now. College game days in Miami for a Sunshine State showdown between Florida and 4th-ranked Miami with Carson Beck at the helm. Is the U back here or what? What do they say?
Well, first of all, shout out to my guy Gio. We hung out a little earlier this week, but I live in Miami, and these people are literally all of my neighbors. These are my neighbors. They say it's a U back. I think they agree the U is back, guys. I think they agree. Now, listen, Carson Beck has had a phenomenal season. I sat down with him earlier this year. He's been a guy who's always been kind of calm and meticulous, and he's still that way. But now it looks like he's having a lot of fun. The offense is on fire. That kid right there, Malika, true freshman, is lighting up the college football. But the biggest difference is the defense. Corey Heatherman has those guys playing at a championship level. So listen, we've been here before, right? We had Cam Ward here. He was overall #1 pick in the NFL draft. They were rolling, and then Syracuse happened. I don't think that's going to happen this season because their defense is championship caliber.
Des, I didn't know you lived in Miami, too. I mean, that's why you look so at home. You're so at home right there.
You guys should catch up at the Clevelander one of these days.
Right. Hey, Des, another big game on the schedule today. Texas Tech and Utah both chasing the top of the Big 12. What statement can be made in this game?
Yeah, because the Big 12 is wide open, right? Arizona State, they pretty much dominated the Big 12 last year and got to the college football playoff. They're not the team they were a year ago, so it's wide open. These two teams right here, Texas Tech, man, they have a lot of firepower offense. They score points in bunches, and they shored up their defense through NIL. I tell you what, this is going to be a heck of a matchup because Utah, this group, they just want to come out and maul you. And they have Dampier now as the quarterback. He gives them a dual dimension. He's a dual threat quarterback. He can run and he can throw the ball. The battle is going to be in the trenches. It's not going to be sexy, but I'm telling you, if you watch this game, the game within the game is the battle in the trenches. When Utah's on offense, they boast 2 offensive tackles who are potentially first-round draft picks, and then you look at Texas Tech's defense, their front seven is probably the most expensive front seven in all of college football. That's the matchup to watch in this game.
All right, and as Auburn heads to Norman to face Oklahoma with quarterback Jackson Arnold facing against his former team, what stands out to you in this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, you hit it on the head. Jackson Arnold, former five-star recruit. He was a big land for Oklahoma. Got there, things just didn't work out. And now he's going up against his former team to watch him match wits with the defensive mind of Brent Venables. They know each other from practice, right? Who's going to have the edge? Who's going to have an advantage? And then you look at John Mateer, the quarterback from Oklahoma, another guy who can use his legs a lot. He has more carries than anybody on that roster. Curious to see if Oklahoma's going to run him the same way they did in the Michigan game when he carried the ball 19 times. But you know Jackson Arnold is going to return to Norman with revenge on his mind, show them guys that he's a better quarterback than John Mateer.
All right. You know, Desmond, we weren't expecting to hear that crowd chanting, "Love the Gators." That's what they were saying, right? Love the Gators. Des, thank you so much for being with us. And you can catch College Game Day live from the University of Miami, Florida at 9 Eastern on ESPN.
Oh, that is
nice,
funny.
Passionate crowd.
Yes,
a passionate crowd indeed.
And the momentous day in Paris, the famed towers of Notre Dame devastated by fire in 2019, now reopening to the public. And ABC's Marcus Moore has more on the days that many have been waiting for. So many are so excited. Marcus, look at that smile. You're excited too.
That's right, Jeanette. How could you not be excited? You know, it's hard to believe that so much time has passed since that devastating fire. Of course, everyone remembers watching the flames destroy the centuries-old building and then the shock and sadness that followed. But now, after a painstaking reconstruction project, the famous Notre Dame towers are once again open to the public.
This morning, for the first time in nearly 6.5 years, the public can climb into the towers of Notre Dame. The world watched in April of 2019 as the famed cathedral burned, the spire crashing down, collapsing through the roof of the 800-year-old landmark. But Friday, French President Macron climbing to the top of the newly refurbished building to officially open the north and south towers. Stepping onto that roof and marking the end of the years-long effort to restore Notre Dame. The restoration includes an enhanced route for visitors who will now enter through the south tower and exit through the north. But first, you'll have to make the 45-minute journey to the top, where you can see the spire restoration and get a 360-degree view of Paris. The first Mass in the reopened cathedral took place in December of 2024. Thousands attended. Ahead of that, National Geographic sharing their rare access behind the scenes as more than 2,000 worked to resurrect the beloved landmark. 43,000 square feet of lead was used to repair the destroyed roof. Thousands of statues and decorative features were restored or recreated, including the 52 famous Chimera statues, which visitors will now be able to see up close when they climb the 424 steps to the newly opened towers.
And you have to be pretty committed to do that. A 45-minute climb up those steps could be a challenge, but certainly the spectacular view makes it all worth it. And another interesting fact here, before the fire, 13 million people visited Notre Dame every single year. That's more than the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre combined. Guys.
Wow. So great to see it back. Those steps, it's worth it.
Well,
it's
that's
worth
what
that
you were saying. You guys got engaged there, and you were like, "Why didn't we go to the top to see it?" Because it's going to take you 45 minutes.
I know that's why.
That's
45 minutes. Thank you, Marcus. I'm not done eating the chocolate. I'm eating chocolate because Katie Nastro, our next guest here, it's her birthday. Let's go to the White Sox.
Katie, it's so great.
And she brought us some chocolate. And you're here for a very good reason, because we've got to look ahead to holiday travel. It's the season to plan and book your Thanksgiving and Christmas vacation with lots of chocolate right here to help save on your trip. Travel expert and going.com expert, Katie Nastro.
Thanks so much for having me.
And happy birthday.
And happy birthday.
Yes.
We're just getting more seasoned, more opportunities to travel.
Yes.
There you go.
100%.
That's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So what are the travel trends you're seeing for the season?
Yeah, so we're actually seeing that people are searching and planning their bookings for winter holidays and Thanksgiving sooner than last year, which is super smart because we unfortunately are seeing higher prices across the board, up year over year, domestic travel up 8% for Thanksgiving, as well as 10% over the winter holidays. But a sweet spot for Thanksgiving, we're actually seeing international travel is down year over year, which is a plus. As well as we're seeing people, this is a fun one, we're seeing people using AI to help plan their travels, up 30% per skiff research. So that's actually fun. People are utilizing AI in their day-to-day.
It's so easy to do that.
It is,
right?
It is. It definitely is.
Especially with itineraries and things like that, too.
Exactly. If you're planning a road trip, etc.
So as we're all thinking about the holidays and trying to plan for that, is it already too late, though, to get some of the best deals? How's the timing?
Yeah, the best deals really were in the middle of the summer, but who's thinking about that when we're at the beach? The second best time is right now. So if you're looking to visit family and friends, you want to get those Thanksgiving tickets booked by the end of September. If you're traveling internationally, you want to get those booked by early October. Take advantage of some deals like Indianapolis to Dublin, $395 round trip. That's 56% off in the Going app right now. For the winter holidays, you want to start searching and getting those locked in now by the latest early October. If you're heading abroad, same thing. You want to get those locked in ASAP.
I love when you bring those really great deals that just make us go, wow, look at that. Let's look.
Austin to Grand Cayman, $310 round trip over the winter holidays.
Okay, so what are your top 3 tips for saving on holiday travel?
Okay, really quick. I will scream from the rooftops. Thanksgiving, that week, I know we love to have the turkey and the stuffing and the sides and whatnot, see our family and friends, but if you've ever wanted to travel internationally, that is the best week. Sneaky best week, not just for airfare being cheaper, there's fewer crowds, accommodations come down, experiences are cheaper, so try to target that week if it's on your bucket list.
Maybe a break from the family?
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but you said it. Okay, so then also, I would also suggest you can save between 15 and 30% if you are a little bit flexible with your dates of travel. So perfect example, Gio, you're headed to the southeast, I believe, for winter holidays to see family and friends. Yeah. If you left on the December 24th, you can save 27% versus any other day that week.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay, good to know. Okay, so I heard that you have some sort of travel quiz for us.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm going to put it back on you all. So we're going to, over at social media, we see tons of different travel trends. And we like to do a this or that. You probably see
this or that, yeah.
So we're going to start really quick. This is a classic question. Window or aisle? This or that?
Aisle.
Oh, window.
Aisle.
Aisle. I'm glad nobody said middle seat, because then that would have been it. I would have walked out. All right, early or late to arrive to the airport? Are you going to test out airport theory, or are you going to arrive with plenty of time?
Early. I like the stress reducing,
Late.
extra time.
I want to get through security and walk right on the plane.
I want to do early, but always do late.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so final question. Are you an extreme day tripper? You go there and back in the same day, you don't even spend the night, or are you a slower travel?
Slower. I'd like to be an extreme day tripper, but I'm not there yet at this point in my life.
Yeah. It's a little more my style.
Yeah,
I love
extreme
it.
day tripper for work,
right?
Slow for vacation.
There you go.
Perfect answer.
Yep.
Perfect answer.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Katie. It's always great to have
and
you.
enjoy your birthday. So
Yep.
glad we got to spend the morning with you.
What a better way to spend a birthday than being here
There
and
you
eating
go.
chocolate. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. And we'll be right back here on GMA.
Let's get those chocolates.
Good morning, America. It's our second hour. Breaking overnight, Russia's massive attack across Ukraine, using more than 600 drones and missiles, according to the Ukrainian Air Force. The locations targeted 1 month after Vladimir Putin's meeting with President Trump.
Mercury rising. Overnight, Phoenix knocking off the defending champion New York Liberty, set to go head-to-head with top-seeded Minnesota Nafisa Collier. Plus Asia and the Aces eyeing a return to the finals, set to go against the underdog Fever without Caitlin Clark. We're breaking down the matchups.
Meet the students who run Philly Style with the city's largest after-school program.
This community, it really gave a very big yes you can mindset.
How it provides mentorship and belonging for hundreds of young people in the community.
Man, I feel like a woman.
And Lily Singh is here, talking her new movie.
What I need is someone like you to be a substitute teacher.
Oh, I'll be teaching sex ed.
And another role that has her all hyped up, as she says.
Good morning, America.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Saturday. Good morning, America.
And good morning, America. So great to have Lily Singh in the house this morning.
So funny. We are excited for that.
Definitely looking forward to that. We're also excited because Janae is counting down to running that half marathon tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're going to be out
Is that how you're
Philly
gonna run?
for that? Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
like
run
this.
just like this.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
No, I'm super excited, especially to tell you all about the city's largest after-school program that's getting hundreds of students out and moving while providing them with mentorship. It is such a special program. Can't wait to tell you all about it. Can't get out there running with them. It's going to be a good
Those
time.
students they're gonna give you a run for your money.
They absolutely
literally.
will.
Yeah.
We are so excited to watch you do that because it's going to happen here live on GMA tomorrow.
Yes, it
We're
will.
excited about that. Also, a cyber attack hits at least 3 airports in Europe. The disruption causing a wave of delays and slowdowns. Hear what steps crews are doing and taking to keep operations moving.
But we do begin here with that breaking news emerging overnight. Russia launching an onslaught of drones and missiles across Ukraine. ABC's Marcus Moore has the latest on that. Marcus, good morning.
Whit, good morning. We're getting new information about these attacks. Ukrainian officials say at least 3 people have been killed and some 50 injured as Russia carried out new strikes on the country, including the drone attack that included more than 600 drones and missiles. Now, most were targeting the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. We're getting new images of the aftermath there, buildings destroyed and shattered glass. Ukrainian officials saying the air defense systems and an Air Force F-16 fighter jet intercepted a majority of the projectiles, but some made it through or debris fell on various locations. Now, Ukraine launched its own attacks inside Russia targeting oil refineries. This morning, Russia saying it intercepted nearly 150 Ukrainian drones and that 4 people were killed and 1 injured in the strikes. Now, the fighting between these 2 countries is ongoing as talks on any ceasefire seem stalled. Ukraine's President Zelensky wrote on X this morning, vowing to keep fighting for Ukraine and all of Europe, but he called for continued military support and for more pressure to be put on Russia through stronger sanctions to end this war. Janae.
All right. Thank you so much, Marcus, for your reporting. We're going to stay in Europe, but turn now to the travel trouble at 3 airports there after a cyber attack disrupts operations. Olivia Rubin joins us with the latest. Olivia, this is causing a lot of travel headaches.
For airports around Europe, as you said, they're facing major disruptions and delays after this reported cyber attack overnight. Brussels Airport saying this attack hit the provider whose systems control check-in and boarding. That's left those systems basically inoperable, airports and passengers resorting to manual options as backup. Now, the U.S.-based parent company of that provider, RTX Corporation, saying in a statement to ABC News that they are, quote, aware of a cyber-related disruption in select airports that is impacting check-in and bag drop, adding that they are actively working to resolve this issue. But there are already nearly 150 delays between Brussels Airport, London Heathrow, and Berlin Airport. And the message right now is clear. Double check your flight and get there early, Gio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta get on those apps, get the alerts. Olivia, thank you. We appreciate it. We do turn now to the CDC's new vaccine advisors voting to drop the recommendation on COVID-19 shots, saying it should be a personal choice. ABC's Christian Cordero is in Washington with this vote and new decisions about vaccines for children. Christian, good morning.
Whit, good morning. Many doctors are paying close attention to the new advisory panel's discussions as their recommendations affect millions of Americans.
This morning, new questions and confusion about how a change in recommendations for the coronavirus vaccine could affect its availability. The CDC advisory panel, handpicked by the nation's top health official, longtime vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr., decided to drop its recommendation Friday, instead saying getting the COVID-19 shot is a personal choice.
We have a vote, 12 yes.
President of the American College of Physicians, Dr. Jason Goldman, was in the room and says he isn't happy with the decision.
There's a big difference between saying we recommend versus get it if you want. So these vaccines are safe and effective, and they should be recommended strongly, especially for those most vulnerable patients.
The move comes after a separate decision by the FDA in late August to only approve the COVID vaccine for people considered high risk or those 65 and older.
When healthy people then also kind of have that barrier or are not able to get it or choose not to get it, then the amount of circulating disease just increases.
As a physician, what is your advice to your patients?
So I generally think that the vaccine is still helpful for a broad number of people.
An HHS spokesperson tells ABC News the COVID-19 vaccines will be covered by public insurance. Major private insurance providers have said they'll cover the cost of the shots at least through 2026.
Now, the panel also postponed a vote on the hepatitis B vaccine administered in the hours after a baby is born, saying more discussion is necessary before making any potential changes to their recommendations. Whatever the panel advises needs to get final approval from the acting CDC director or from Secretary Kennedy himself. Janae.
And it's a lot for the average American to follow. Christiane, thank you. Meanwhile, new rules taking effect for journalists covering the Department of Defense. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth rolled out the unprecedented policy Friday. Under the restrictions, reporters are required to pledge not to gather information, including classified reports, that is not authorized for release. The Pentagon says members of the media who fail to follow the policy could lose access to the Pentagon. Officials say the move aims to address potential risks to national security. Gio.
Okay, Janae, switching gears now to college game day, rolling into my hometown of Miami for week 4 as long-standing rivals prepare to face off. Oh, it's going to be a showdown between the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. The primetime clash between two Florida powerhouses kicks off tonight at Hard Rock Stadium. You can catch college game day live from Coral Gables, Florida at 9 Eastern on ESPN. You can watch the Gators versus the Hurricanes at 7:30 Eastern right here on ABC, and in Miami on the new ABC Miami Channel 18.
And we saw all your buddies out there at the tailgate.
Yeah, all your friends. They were wondering why you weren't out there with them so early, cracking them open. Thank you so much, Gio. Coming up here on our GMA morning menu, we've got a great story about some wonderful high school students running a half marathon in Philadelphia tomorrow. I'll be there running with them.
And we'll be cheering you on. Also ahead, ESPN's Malika Andrews joins us with the latest on the WNBA playoffs.
And Tori Johnson is here with can't miss steals on skincare and beauty. Stick around, you're watching GMA on a Saturday morning.
We are back now with our GMA cover story. The students who run Philly style. And tomorrow's the big day because I'm running right alongside them. Yes, it's all part of a free program that gives back to the community and the next generation of leaders. Check it out. Less than 24 hours until race day. These runners are part of the largest after-school program in Philadelphia.
Students Run Philly Style is a mentoring program that engages young people in middle school and high school through long-distance running. We have young people that we pair with volunteer adult mentors to train throughout the year.
We're doing 3 miles today.
Our young people may connect with the mentor while they're running, but they may end up coming back to them for advice about getting a job or going to college or studying for a test.
One of those young people is 17-year-old high school junior Justin Hill. He's been in the program since the 7th grade.
When I was younger, I was more on the shy side. I didn't really want to come out of my shell until I met the community that really made me shine. They really gave me a lot more confidence in myself.
Justin joining 350 fellow students and mentors in the Philadelphia distance run races on Sunday.
Running is a really wonderful tool. It gets kids out of their screens and out of their heads and kind of into the world a little more. It's a great coping tool for young people who are right now experiencing a ton of different areas of stress. Also teaches young people how to set a goal and work towards it over time. Anything that comes in front of you, if you run a marathon, you can do it.
This community, it really gave a very big yes you can mindset.
About 78% of these young runners come from low or mixed income communities. The free program providing quality running shoes, transportation to the races, and entry fees.
When everyone puts on the same shirt, we're all on the same team. It's a great space to sort of find things in common and share an experience.
Those after-school programs, getting kids outside, giving them things to do, so important. And I'm just so excited to get out and run.
Are you feeling good?
I am.
Yeah.
Running feels so good to get the fresh air, to get some sunlight, just in general. But I'm running with a great group of moms. We're all excited.
I love getting the text messages from her where you see the map and you see the insane
wild,
13 miles
yeah.
she does after this show.
Or sending you guys a voice message. Hey guys, I'll read the text in a second. Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to cheer you on tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we do turn now to the WNBA playoffs, and the semifinals are set. Joining us to break it all down, the matchups, ESPN's Malika Andrews. Malika, good morning to you. It's always great to have you. Let's dive right in here because the Phoenix Mercury knocking out the defending champions New York Liberty. Now they face the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx. Who do you like in this series?
You know, I like the Lynx in this one. We got here because Alyssa Thomas put up the first ever, let me say it again, the first ever 20-point triple-double that we have ever seen in WNBA playoffs history. So I expect more big games from her. But look, Minnesota is a well-oiled machine. They went 3-1 against the Mercury in the regular season, and those wins weren't particularly close. So while I think this could go to 4, maybe even 5 games, we get 8 games from Phoenix in Big 3, I like the Lynx.
Well, and to that point, can anyone stop Minnesota after they came so close last year, Malika?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question, Janae. I like the Lynx to win it all. However, the young Golden State Valkyries, they gave them all they could handle, right, in that Game 2 elimination game. So I don't think they are without vulnerabilities. I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. I promised that I would. But if we do get an Aces Lynx final, I think that could go the distance. Remember, this is the first time we're ever getting potentially that best of 7 games, and I think it could go all the way.
And Malika, now to the other matchup. First, the Indiana Fever stunned the Atlanta Dream, knocking them out without Caitlin Clark. So how did they do it?
By having this unrelenting belief, Gio, I think, in themselves. Before that game, I asked one of their stars, what it would take to win. Channel that resilience no matter what. And that's exactly what they did. They down 85 in the final minutes, and yet they were able to get to the resilient Boston right there. If you're tuning in for the first time, they're down 5 guards, including Caitlin Clark, as you mentioned. Watch Kelsey Mitchell. I promise she's one of the 5 MVP finalists. You will walk away as a fan of hers.
It's been so fun to watch. We are also talking about the Las Vegas Aces because just 1 year removed from those back-to-back titles. How good is this team with superstar A'ja Wilson?
Well, they've won 18 of their last 19 straight games, so they are pretty dominant here. A'ja Wilson, she was my vote for most valuable player. The Fever, remember, they did go 2-1 against the Aces in the regular season, but that was before that incredibly dominant win streak that I just talked about. So we're getting a little bit of a different team here. The Aces are really, really good.
Oh, well, we are looking forward to that. Malika, it is so good to have you here. Always so good to have your smiling face here.
So good to see you. Janae, good luck tomorrow. I could never, so I am rooting for
girl.
you.
Love having you on.
And you can watch the Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces face off tomorrow in the first game of the semifinals right here on ABC starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. The Phoenix Mercury take on the Minnesota Lynx over on ESPN tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, it is time now for Deals and Steals, and Tori Johnson is here with skincare and beauty products to keep you glowing. They start at 50% off. Tori, you're bringing the good stuff.
We are bringing the good stuff. These are all viewer favorites and viewer requests, starting with Dr. Brandt Skincare, tried and true formulas, but many of them have actually been upgraded and even more advanced. One of their collections that we love is this one here. It's called the C-scription.
Okay, good.
It's
so
part
vitamin
of the
C.
Bright This Way collection. I like that name. And that's really, it's a potent serum that is great for brightening and firming skin. Also as part of the collection, the Glow Overnight Retinol Oil. Gentle yet powerful, nourishing, yet if you've got fine lines and wrinkles, this one's it for you. Personal favorite, Microderm. This is one that I love that they've even upgraded. It was good originally, even better now. All 50% off plus free shipping
and
from Dr. Brandt.
People love this brand.
They do. Okay.
All right,
Viewers
where are we going?
really love GoPure because it's known for effective formulas, accessible prices, all about tightening, lifting. So if we start with, this is the neck, the neck tighten and lift. So for the neck area, the face formulas can't do what neck formulas can. It's just a different type of skin. They also have right here the arm tightening and sculpting arm.
Oh, that's what I need right there.
Okay, and then here we've got one of the newer butt ones. That's tightening and lifting. We got you covered everywhere on these. All 50% off, starting at $12.50. The arm one gets, and the neck one, rave reviews from our viewers.
And amazing prices. Okay,
really
what do we have
good
here?
Prices. Okay, this is Derma Blend. Number one dermatologist recommended coverage brand. So we've got the full collection here of these continuous correction CC creams with SPF 50. So full coverage, but lightweight. Many times to get full coverage, it's so heavy on your face, you just can't stand it.
Yeah.
Not with this. You get full coverage, but it's lightweight and corrects discoloration. My favorite is this illuminating banana powder right here. This is the one.
Oh, this is very famous.
Yes, makes makeup last for up to 16 hours, but it's super lightweight. It's going to absorb any excess oil, and it's just kind of like an extra little glow on top of your makeup. Everything's 50% off, starts at $12.
Ooh, good prices. Okay, what do we have?
Now we're going to our teeth with Glow Science. So this is great.
Viewers go crazy over this.
You can wear that right around your neck. And then it's this little device right here is going to deliver up to 10 shades whiter in just 5 days. They're so brilliant kit. So it's their patented illuminating mouthpiece that you'll feel has a little bit of heat that's going to help with the whitening. We also have their enamel, and this enamel it's especially designed to help have longer lasting results with the whitening. I also love the Glow on the Go pen. That's really great to just carry with you when you need a little whitening, no matter especially what you're drinking. All 50% off plus free shipping from Glow Science. It's so easy to use. That's the feedback that I get on this one, and it works.
Brilliant.
Okay. All right, FHI, our hair team is very excited about this one. We've got a couple of fan favorite products. This one right here is called the Innovator. Feel how lightweight that dryer is.
That's insane.
It's FHI's lightest, fastest, most powerful dryer. So
and if you want to travel with one, this is one to do it with.
Exactly. We also have the Polisher, this one right here in front. That acts as both a paddle brush and blow dryer in one. Oh, we got Janae's attention.
You should see the way Janae was just looking at this table here.
Paid attention. And then the Unbrush is fabulous for detangling even the most stubborn hair. Also great for avoiding breakage. Everything from FHI slashed in half. And then finally, Shinery. This is going to help to take your jewelry from dull to sparkling in seconds. Ooh. I've got a couple examples. What I love most is that you can use this while you're washing your hands to polish your jewelry.
Wait, you did that with this?
Yep. So it's unbelievable how well this works. We also have the contoured brush, which is great for when you need like a little extra. Everything's 50% off from Shinery.
Sometimes when you do these segments, I forget we're on TV because you're so good at it.
So
we just want to shop. Absolutely. And we've partnered with all these.
I think Janae is already shopping.
Oh, she is. She's on her phone. I see her. And we've partnered with these companies with these great products. You can get them over on gmadeals.com. That QR code right there on the screen. Use that. Coming up, Lily Singh is here. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Another day goes by, and still the children cry. Put a little love. Are we going to go to the put a little love in your heart?
I mean, the Lilith tour was full of rock stars, but that feminine energy, I think, usurped the ego. There was no
Back now on GMA with an exclusive clip from Lilith Fair, Building a Mystery, the Untold Story. The documentary gives a behind-the-scenes look at Sarah McLachlan's history-making festival and is presented by ABC News Studios with our own Diane Sawyer serving as an executive producer. Premieres Sunday on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Very exciting. Now let's take a look at some of the other top headlines that we're following right now. President Trump says the U.S. military carried out a strike on a suspected drug boat. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth shared this video online showing a speedboat on the move hit by a missile and bursting into flames. Trump says the strike killed 3 alleged drug traffickers. The president did not reveal where this occurred, but says this marks the 3rd fatal strike on an alleged drug smuggling boat just this month.
And new guidance for pregnant women and those who are breastfeeding. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists recommends screening every patient for cannabis use before, during, and after pregnancy. The nation's leading OBGYN group says that cannabis has been linked to preterm birth, low birth weight, and stays in the neonatal intensive care unit. It can also lead to developmental problems in children.
Also ahead this Saturday, ESPN's first ever WrestlePalooza. This is Gio's favorite day of the year.
What?
Premium Live WWE SmackDown. WWE legend John Cena is in the main event tonight. Stepping back, we do it. John Cena's amazing. Stepping back in the ring against Brock Lesnar as part of his retirement tour. It all kicks off tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can stream WrestlePalooza exclusively on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan. All right, now, our next guest, Lily Singh, rose to fame under the YouTube name Superwoman, now with more than 14 million subscribers, a history-making late-night show, and the book on the New York Times bestsellers list. She's written, produced, and stars in her first feature film, Doing It, it's a comedy about a sex ed teacher who's, and here's the catch, has no experience in the subject matter itself. We're trying to keep it morning television.
I understand. You're doing a great job.
Yes, yeah, we're trying. Lily, it is so great to have you. We've enjoyed talking
really
to you,
excited.
and just like everything that you've built in this career, you've just been on this rocket ship. When it comes to this film, though, you say you really made this for your younger self. What do you mean by that?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me.
Yes,
I like
welcome.
you so much, all of you.
You can come join us any weekend. Yes.
Yes, I made this movie for my younger self. You know, growing up, I never got to talk. Sex ed was very limited, if it even existed in my school. And so I always felt really awkward around the subject, and I thought, how lovely would it be to normalize this taboo subject with some comedy?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That
the
is
trailer is hilarious.
Yes.
You like it?
Yes. So it took you 7 years to make. How does it feel to finally be here? And we were talking before about how you just had to have incredible self-confidence to persevere and push ahead.
Right. You said incredible. I said delusional.
I didn't want to say that, but
confidence, absolutely. Yeah, it took 7 years, which is a really long time. The first draft of the script 7 years ago hit my inbox. We've been workshopping it, getting it to this place. It's independently financed, so it's very tough to do.
Good for you.
You know?
That's amazing.
But I feel really grateful, really excited. I mean, I love going to the movie theater, and to think that I have a movie that's in the theater is very, very awesome. But I'm also so nervous. I'm throwing up all the time. Yeah. I'm so nervous.
Well, I think we've prepared like a morning TV friendly version.
Okay. Oh, I love
clip
this.
Here. So
hopefully
let's
it's just a bunch of beeps.
You do know that we have a very strict curriculum here. But I am giving them a more comprehensive sex education. I mean, they deserve to learn about anatomy, body positivity, pleasure.
My daughter does not need to learn about any of that.
Oh, okay. So you'd rather she learn about all this from Cardi B lyrics?
I don't know who that is.
It's Beyonce.
Oh.
It's so real, though, in so many ways.
Literally, so good. So you say that you've already won over 2 of the most important critics?
Right. So obviously with a movie like this, there's going to be people that have a lot of opinions. But a couple days ago, my mom and dad watched it for the first time while sitting beside me.
Oh.
Wow. So it was quite the experience, but they were ultimately so proud of it. And my dad was like, sure, there's some scenes that I was a little awkward watching, but he loved it. And he's like, I'm going to tell all my friends to watch it. And I was like, this is what art is about, healing generational trauma.
Yes.
To have this open conversation with my parents, I never thought that was going to be on my bingo card.
Wow.
So that's very cool.
Amazing.
And the fact that you're putting it out there, right? That's the whole point there. You can kind of like put the awkward up front so that people can have these conversations.
Absolutely, that's the whole point. You go to the movies to watch this. If you laugh, great, but really if you walk away being like, I feel better about this, I feel like I'm seen, I feel like I can have this conversation, that's the goal.
I love it. All right, we've been talking about all the different things you've been doing, and some people might not know this because we were discussing the WNBA earlier.
Let them know, let them know.
Yeah, right?
Let 'em
okay,
know.
you're part owner, chief hype officer for the
What?
Toronto
Wait,
Temple
yes.
as well. How did you get into this?
I love the quote, I don't buy Birkins, I buy sports teams. Yes, mama.
Well, I love that picture.
Thank you so much. There's a lot of hair and makeup. Yes, so I'm a huge basketball fan, huge Toronto Raptors fan, and the Toronto Tempo is the only and first WNBA team in Canada.
Wow.
And I was born and raised, I'm a Torontonian, born and raised in Toronto, and so I know factually, not my opinion, statistically speaking, the greatest investment you can make is girls and women. Because I really believe in women's sports, and so I'm so thrilled to be part owner, and tip-off is May 2026. So.
Wow.
As a girl dad myself, I'm on board with that 100%.
You're so cool.
Yes, yeah. Oh, well, thank you.
6666 Toronto.
Exactly.
Turning back to comedy now, what is it about comedy that makes it so great for some when dealing with uncomfortable conversation?
I feel like comedy has been my crutch for as long as I can remember. When dealing with uncomfortable or awkward situations or conversations, I feel like comedy helps us lower our defense mechanisms. And there's a medicinal value in being able to laugh at ourselves, and it creates a sense of community, I feel. So I actually went to some of the screenings for Doing It last night, and I was watching, and the audience didn't know I was there. And to hear them laugh and be together in that moment, I think it's very healing.
That must have felt so good for you.
So validating. Yeah, so beyond valid. I know we're not supposed to really care about validation, but I want it all.
There you go.
I want it all. Give it all to me, validation. Give it to me.
It's so great to have you. Please come back soon.
Please,
Congratulations. We're looking forward to the
Thank
film
you.
and everything else that you do from here on out.
Appreciate you.
Now on GMA, and with fall right around the corner, like tomorrow, I think, we're going to talk about resetting your skincare for the season. Best day ever.
It looks like a life jacket.
Licensed esthetician Shani Darden is the gal behind the glow of famous faces like Jessica Alba, Kelly Rowland, and Shay Mitchell, and she joins us now to share some of her tips, which we're so excited for. So first up, dry and flaky skin, represented by this log.
Yes. So with dry and flaky skin, 3 of my favorite ingredients are snow mushroom, glycerin, and hyaluronic acid. And so you want to use ingredients that are not only going to help make you more moisturized, but also help with any irritation, because people with dry skin always get really irritated.
Okay.
Very important.
Yeah, he says. Okay, so what about fine lines, like the ones we might see on a pumpkin?
So this is my favorite ingredient to talk about. It's using a retinol. Everyone should add a retinol into their routine because it decreases fine lines and wrinkles and boosts collagen in the skin. Very important.
And now how about congested pores?
Oh my God, also my favorite.
Yeah.
Azelaic acid is one of my favorite ingredients because it's great for all ages because it's very gentle. And it does many other things. It can help with texture and tone and all of that, but helps with acne and congestion, and is great for kids too.
Great for kids too.
Great for kids,
good
yes, yes.
So since we're talking about this glorious vest here that I'm wearing, in the fall we like to layer up,
yes,
right?
Layer.
That's the point
like
here.
Your
but you're
beautiful
yes,
scarf.
you're gonna help layer me up. Yes.
So,
but we also want to layer our skincare routines,
yes,
right?
so it's great to layer a hydrating serum under your moisturizer when it starts to get, gets cold out. That's a really great way to add moisture into your skin.
It's almost like a protective barrier.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And you already have the vest on.
Yes, exactly. So I got the vest, I got the scarf, and now I just need the layers on the face.
You can even cover your face as a natural sunscreen.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, let's pick up the paddles because we're going to play a little game here, right? This is a round of myth or fact. So first up, sunscreen isn't as important in the fall.
That is a myth.
Myth.
All year round, every day.
That is a myth. You need to wear sunscreen no matter what the weather is, because UV rays break down collagen and elastin production. So always wear a sunscreen.
Okay, always wear sunscreen. Okay, number 2 here. Steaming your face helps open your pores. Paddles up.
Big fact.
I would say fact, I think.
You can't open and close your pores.
You can't?
No, you steam to loosen up the oil in your pores so your cleanser can work, but they don't open and shut.
I thought they were like
they're not like windows.
When you say it like that, I feel so silly.
They're not like windows.
Right? Like she was so judgy about it.
I thought,
Wrong across the board. All
She's
of
like,
you.
Pores are as they are.
Okay, here's another one. Exfoliation is good for all skin types. I'm gonna say fact.
Yeah, I think
myth.
so.
Truth. Yes, it's a fact.
Okay.
Yes, for sure. So exfoliation's important for all skin types. You do it 1 to 2 times a week, depending on your skin type. People with dry skin still have to exfoliate because they need to remove all the dead skin cells on the surface, so your moisturizer can penetrate even deeper.
Just not necessarily like a harsh
No,
physical.
See,
we're
that's the
never
thing.
we're
Yeah,
never
yeah.
using those.
Okay.
We're not using those.
Got it.
good.
All right. Well, I was 1 for 3.
Yep.
Sean, thank you so much. But the vest works, right?
The vest is amazing. Very chic. Very chic.
We appreciate it. All right.
Coming up, Brittany Levine is here with ABC Secret Savings. Feel good finds that'll make you and your best friend look and feel great. Stick around. We'll see you in a second.
We are back now with ABC Secret Savings lifestyle expert Brittany Levine brings us some feel-good finds so we and our best friends can look our best. Everything you see here is shoppable, so you can scan that QR code down there. Hey, Brittany, let's start with skincare. That's all made in America?
Oh, yes. So Beauty Stat, cult obsession. I am one of those people that loves Beauty Stat. Yes, and they are known for some of their standout best-selling products. Their Universal C, it's their skin refiner that helps to gently exfoliate and really diminish all of those dead skin cells off your face. They've got their Universal C Eye Refiner 2, which helps to get away those dark circles, crow's feet, puffiness. And they also have their new Vitamin C, their SPF, Mineral SPF 30 Lip Serum, which is huge. So it helps to hydrate, plump, and brighten. These are amazing products. And also, fun fact, their chemist, Ron Robinson, is on the advisory board of Hailey Bieber's Rhode Skincare.
Wow.
So you know he knows what's up when it comes to that. Yes, 50% off today. So great for all beauty
Cha-ching, good stuff. All right, so these products have ingredients that are very hot right now.
Yes, so tallow is huge, a big buzzed ingredient in the beauty world. This is from My Neighbor's Skincare, and basically it helps to really give back to your skin and bring you intense moisture, which we all need right now.
We opened one of these hand creams so I could try it. It's very thick, super moisturizing.
Yes, so it's crafted from local Hudson Valley grass-fed tallow, okay? So they've got their, basically the hand and wash cream. They've got the things for your hands with Manuka oil. So again, very, very nourishing. My Neighbor's Skincare right now, 30 to 30%, 37% off.
Okay.
Yes.
So this company's product lives up to its name, Pure.
Yes, so Pure Cosmetics, another standard in the beauty world. They are just really known for their simple and fresh, clean, proven technology products. So whether you have your face completely clean, even after your makeup comes off, you know that their stuff is working. And they've got their cleansers, they've got their makeup, and they actually have their popular 4-in-1 tint sunscreen that everyone is also obsessed with. Yes, huge savings on a lot of their assortments right now, 30 to 75% off. So you want to jump on that.
All right. So our best friends, we were mentioning best friends, they need to feel great too.
Of course, and I know you're a dog mom.
I do have a dog, little Nala.
Yes, so many of you love Pride and Groom, and we want to ensure that you really have the best smelling dog at the dog park and in your home. So they have an assortment of de-shedding shampoos. One of them features their jojoba oil to really help reduce shedding. They've got their curly and wavy shampoo. This one has aloe vera in it. All great ingredients for your pets, right? And then the conditioner also has avocado oil, so it really helps to moisturize. And I love
these
their
little gloves.
It's so cute, right? I know. And I love their, like, after a messy run outside, if you're outside, they have their no rinse shampoo. If you don't need to actually bathe your dog, right? So you don't have to have a hassle with full bath. So what's great about these, 35% off today on all of these different shampoos, conditioners.
That no rinse shampoo to wipe off the paws when they come inside.
Right,
good stuff. All right, these are cute.
Okay, so Malibu Sky, I've seen these bags everywhere. If you just like go onto Instagram, everyone's wearing these in all the different colors because you can wear them as a shoulder bag, right? On your shoulder, or a crossbody, which is super cute. I love the fact that they have 3 different compartments, okay?
To store all the things.
Store all of your things, and they've got 2 interior pockets, so you don't have to bring your whole wallet if you're running out to the gym or like going out for errands. You're hands-free, especially for us moms. We know we need to be hands-free at all times. Best part, 57% off today at Malibu Sky. Really great deals.
Good stuff. Brittany, thank you so much. And we, of course, have partnered with these companies on these big savings. You can get them by scanning that QR code right down there on your screen.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us. And thank you, Drew, for hanging out with us.
It is a party here. Who knew on the weekend?
And you're back tomorrow.
Who knew? Our viewers. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.